Today we're reviewing WWE's Wrestlepalooza from this past weekend, the first PLE on ESPN. Triple H promised a lot for this premium live event, but did it deliver? Let's talk about it. If you've joined us before for a PLE review, you know how this works by now. We've got multiple categories such as match card, the crowd, the booking, and we go through them, and me and Bev will give you our ranking for each one. We'll start with the match card. How is it looking for you, Bev?
I thought the match card was actually decent. I thought that was the only good thing about this. Apart from the Brons versus the Usos, every other match looks like a banger.
Yeah.
On paper.
On paper.
So I went with B for the match card.
I went for a B as well. Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes had me excited. Obviously, AJ Lee's in-ring return with CM Punk. Brock Lesnar wrestling again against John Cena. There was a lot to look forward to here. Moving on to crowd. And again, sort of with the last PLE reviewed, I've gone with a C. Bang average crowd again. Nothing really stood out.
Yeah, I've gone with a C as well. They're just bang average.
Absolutely bang average. That's why we need more international shows. Match quality. Yeah. There you go.
You know what I mean? That's all.
You just said it.
That's all I could think of. I just went with a C. Nothing blew me out the water.
I've also gone with a C as well. What do you think the match of the night was? I think I'd have to probably give it to the CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That was probably the funnest match.
Funnest, yeah. Or Stephanie Vaca and Io Sky.
No, probably the tag team, the mixed gender one.
Yeah, you'd probably give that match of the night. Booking, and as I always say, usually the most divisive category. We don't really know what people want from their storylines and stuff. But one thing that I feel a lot of people agree on is Brock Lesnar and John Cena was the wrong choice. I feel like a lot of people really hate that. What have you gone with for booking, Bev?
Just because I had to watch the Brons win another week, and then also watch John get squashed for no reason in one of his final matches.
Yep.
And then also watch Drew lose.
Yep.
I just went with a C.
Yep.
It was not fun to watch.
No, I agree with you there. Yeah, I've gone for a C as well. I feel like they really only fumbled with the Brock Lesnar and John Cena match. Drew and Cody's build, their rivalry's been non-existent because Cody's been away for a movie. Cody winning was like this unsatisfying, like foregone conclusion. We even said it in our production video. There's no chance Drew was going to win. The Vision winning, it is what it is, bro. That's boring as hell. Stephanie winning was a nice surprise. I like that. Moments, this is where I've been the harshest.
Oh, yeah.
I've been the harshest here.
Yeah, me too. The biggest moment of the night was probably Jay ricocheting a chair
off his own head
to his own forehead and bleeding out, and the match having to be cut short.
Oos, it's getting dark in here, Oos.
The light Oos. Probably the most exciting thing that happened that wasn't like vanilla was Stephanie winning. That was like the only thing I could think that was entertaining. Every other match was boring. I'm gonna go with a D.
A D. I've gone with an E. E for moments. There was, and this is what I've heard a lot of speculation about. I'm not on wrestling Twitter. I'm not on wrestling Reddit. But word on the street is that Triple H promised a lot for this PLE. Yeah. He went onto ESPN and said how much there's going to be surprises, brother. There's going to be loads of crazy shit happening at this PLE. Nothing happened. Nothing happened, dude. If the surprise they're alluding to was Brock Lesnar battering John Cena, then what sort of surprise is that? That's a bad surprise. The only thing that happened that would give me a bit of a smile was Stephanie getting inducted into the Hall of Fame by The Undertaker, Stephanie McMahon that is, and Stephanie Vaca winning the championship for the first time and sharing it with her dad. That was pretty wholesome. But that's it for moments. Really was. You said this, they want Wrestlepalooza to be like they want it to be a big event down the line.
Yeah, and the card was set up for success.
Mm.
And then everything, the way it was booked, the way it was handled, nothing crazy happened. It was all a very safe PLE with big names.
Felt like a Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
What do you feel about Cody at the end? We were sat waiting for something to happen right at the end of the show.
Yeah, I was wishing someone came out or something. Someone attacked him.
Yeah, I heard Randy. People wanted Randy.
Boring.
Turn heel, anything.
That was just bad.
That was just bad. And then moving on to memorability, maybe I was in a bit of a flow state with my ranking, but I've given it an E as well. This is not memorable at all.
Really? You've gone with an E?
Gone with an E.
I went with an F. I will not remember this PLE.
What are we talking about? Forgotten it already, bro.
Dude, do you remember Wrestlepalooza?
No.
What?
You sound out of your mind.
Get out.
Another thing, a little side bit. There's no category for a show theme song, but they picked fucking Nokia by Drake. Love the song. Great song. But it doesn't scream ECWS pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Wrestlepalooza is an ECW thing. And they chose Nokia. Who's calling my phone, bro? You know what I mean? Stupid. The whole thing was set up to fail, I feel like. The over-promising, the under-delivering. You've gone with an F on memorability. Really good, dude. I've gone with an E. Yeah, I'm not remembering this. In fact, I've already forgotten it. And then moving on to overall, despite all the criticisms that we've said, Bev can go ahead and give it an A if he wanted to for whatever reason. What have you gone with, dude?
D.
Thumbs down.
I went with a D.
D.
So boring.
Yeah, it was boring.
Yeah, didn't enjoy it.
No, I've gone with a D as well. It was one of them PLEs, much like every Monday Night Raw, where me and Bev have to make our own fun. You know, pop open a few brewskis and sit and just laugh at everything that's happening. I don't know how you start a PLE with Brock Lesnar and John Cena, and it ends up being dog shit. Absolutely unbelievable, but we look forward to Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia, where Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes will be facing off. But if you enjoyed this PLE review, then stick around for all the weekly stuff we talk about, our audio podcast on Apple Music and Spotify, our shorts on TikTok. And yeah, we'll see you around. Thank you for watching.
NoPop.
NoPop.